Now, does the study of physics at a top Western university, which obviously Oxford is, present any challenges to faith as a Muslim, do you think, in your experience?
It's interesting. If I was to speak of my own experiences, I think the issues begin a lot earlier in one's educational development than by the time you get to university. I think the way we learn science in schools, so science without understanding the philosophy of science, which I know you've had people speak on your show about before, the disconnect between the two means that you start to view religion and faith as almost a separate thing to what reality actually is.
Right.
So science takes precedence over faith from an early age. You learn. Well, I mean, it depends. I would say, if I speak about what I experienced, science is given, even within I'm from a kind of subcontinent immigrant community in the UK. The scientific studies are given this really high precedence. Medicine, engineering,
right.
They're regarded very, very highly as some kind of very secure type of knowledge, whereas religious faith hasn't been given the same treatment, I would say. And so when you study science without understanding what science is, you almost uphold it as this real gold standard of what knowledge is. Right. And so by the time you get to university, actually, a lot of people struggle with their faith because they see that faith is somehow something not rooted in reason, but science is rooted in reason and can be verified. And so, yes, I would say by the time you get to university, a lot of people have unfortunately internalized some of these false dichotomies, I would call them, between faith and reason. And also, then you get to a place where the majority of your teachers and the majority of your peers uphold a very different worldview, especially if you're somewhere like Oxford. The London universities have a greater, or kind of inner city universities have a greater peer group of Muslims. But when you go to Oxford or Cambridge or some of the more, the Durham, places like that, more remote universities, more, I would say, traditionally white universities, you're not, or secular universities. Yeah. They're just
demographically as a Muslim, unlike London, where obviously